Hi everyone, it's Ashley, and here is my scrapbooking process video number 12 titled My Own Park. And the photos are actually of my son on his 5th birthday. For part of his birthday, we got him a brand new playset at our new home that we had just built about a month before. And it is called My Own Park. But first, it is a sketch challenge that I'll be putting a submission in from Stuck Challenges. And the reason why it's called My Own Park is when we were renting a home, we didn't have a playground or a neighborhood one, so that we would always take him to different parks throughout the city. And he got so excited that after the people that were installing it for us from the playset company, he ran out there like minutes after they had left and said, "Oh, my own park!" So it was just too cute not to scrapbook and to remember, because to him it is a park. The main page I'll be using is from Amy Tangerine +1 Party of 2. I love the black, little kind of like the hatch, but it's obviously way too busy for this layout, so I like the ombre look. This one is also by Amy Tangerine +1 collection, and then the large polka dot is from Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm. And then you'll see me using an EK Success scallop border punch, and I need to get a new one because if you see the lines on there, it actually embosses it, and I know it's really hard to see it on camera, but I want one that is just a plain scallop, so I'll be looking for that one. This adorable paper is from Bella Boulevard Birthday Boy Collection. The hearts are just the most perfect size for either cards or layout or even tags, but I'll be using it on this layout tonight. And I just created the bottom to be a banner. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start to layer all my papers. And this is going to be my first time participating in, well, I take that back, the video that I uploaded before this about my son bike riding, that was also for the same website. I guess they have two challenges going on. So these two layouts will be my first time submitting them to their website for the sketch challenge, and it was a lot of fun. And then that orange piece is where I'm going to be matting my photos. So I'm just going to try to line them up to see how I want them and if I want space in between them and whatnot. On the, let me look at the sketch. On the sketch, they kind of have the title in the middle on the right hand side, and then some journaling, and then a few embellishment clusters up on the top left and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere those down. I figured it'd be a lot easier to do it now before it was all glued down. The top photo is my son on the on a swing set, and then the middle one is I cannot talk, goodness, of him up in the fort of the treehouse, or not treehouse, he called it a treehouse, oh, the playset, and then the bottom one is where his sand is now at. He was very excited. He had a wonderful birthday, obviously. Okay, now I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with the embellishment cluster up there on the top left. So I just have a whole bunch of products. I know I want to use this viewfinder from 2Ps. And then these are the, oh goodness, Studio Calico. And the orange piece says Best Day Ever. I thought the mushroom would be really cute to use. And then a green arrow. And believe it or not, that pack is almost done. And then this was actually one of the things I got in my last order from 2Ps, and I thought it was adorable that the heart actually fit into the orange heart on the paper. And I'll just be using my Tombow Mono Multi to adhere it down. And I don't know if you've seen these, but they're very thin in person. It's pretty flimsy. So you got to be careful with it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start adhering down all those vellum shapes. Again, that one says best day ever, because that is definitely what he was thinking. And I liked the dark green. It kind of made it pop a little with all the teals and the orange and the green. But then I definitely need some height to that, because those are all pretty flat except for the wood veneer. So I'll be using the Pillow Puff stickers from Milk Money October Afternoon, and there is a sun image on there. And then those are from American Crafts, the DIY shop, and they are so thin. I mean, they're like paper thin. In fact, I actually break the tip of this star right there. So they're very thin. And then this was also from my last 2Ps order, LE Studio, Cameron Tidbits. And again, on the back side it is plain, so you have to like the circle to be able to use it. I mean, I guess you could stamp on it or something, but that seems like a waste if you already had a circle punch. So I'm choosing between either the orange one, or there will be one with a star that I like. I actually end up going with the star. I figure there's a lot of orange already, and I'll just put the date on at the bottom right. And then I will also be pop dotting that for the dimension, and then I'll be adding one more thing. I almost add a flare to every page now, it seems, but I'm trying to use these up. This is from Love Notes Crate Paper, their Valentine's Day line, and I never use the adhesive that comes with it. It just never seems to last. I don't know if you're meant to use it or if it's just to keep it on the packaging, but I always replace it. And it is kind of an aqua heart. So there is my embellishment cluster. So now, when I was actually cleaning my room a little right before I did my scrapbook room tour video, which is now uploaded, I found this box of old rub-ons from Joann's. It was something boutique, so I'm pretty sure it was one of their old lines that they had. And I mean, I used to buy rub-ons so much, but I just looked at some of the CHA mini releases that are coming out, and it seems like everyone is getting rub-ons into their collection again. So I'm kind of excited to get more. So I'm just going to put on this little orange flourish photo corner, and I'm kind of having a hard time because they're kind of old. So I really need a rub for this little piece. And then this is where I will be putting the date. And I'll just be using a Copic multi-liner. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to be doing the journaling, so I actually just use the popsicle stick since it's out, and I'm going to use it to just do some journal lines. And I just talk about how he was so excited to have his very own park in his backyard. And you know, he still plays on the playset every day if the weather is nice and stuff. But any chance he gets, he is out there. His favorite thing right now is the sandbox. Okay, and for the title, I'm going to be trying to use those thickers. It's from American Thickers Chit Chat, and I hardly have any letters left. I just kind of have the odd ones. So I figured park was really great to spell since it kind of has some characters that don't use the P and the K's, but I didn't have an A. So I took a D or a P, whatever you want to look at it, and I cut it, and it doesn't look quite like an A, but it works since it's the only font on here of this, I guess, the thickers. And they were still sticky, so I was excited about that. Okay, and then I'll be spelling out my own, and I will be using the 2Ps of my last, well, they're the October Afternoon Daily Flash Bonfire color, but if you remember, if you watched my 2Ps haul, my last one, I bought these just because I love the font and the other colors, and I didn't know what I would use the orange for, but I still bought them, and I finally have found a use for them. So not even a month after my order, I'm already using them, so that's pretty good. I really see them coming into use for Halloween and fall. you kind of think of that burnt orange color. I just love the font. And it's called Storybook font. Okay, so there is the title. And then I'll be using some mist. There is my Studio Calico Mr. Huey's Bazinga that I seem to use on almost every layout. It's just a really nice blue. But my wand is so bent. I don't know if that's normal for Studio Calico. So I kind of have a hard time getting it to make the cute little flicker or flicks, whatever you want to call it. So I use my other finger to do it, and it seems to work out that way. And then I'll also be using the Heidi Swap mustard, which doesn't come out. When I think of mustard, I think of yellow, like kind of like, you know, the actual mustard, but it actually comes out orange. So it worked really nice for this page. And then I just got a little bit on my photos that I didn't want on there. So I'm cleaning it up, and that is actually the page. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope it kind of inspired you to try to use all your letter, your numbers, or your thickers. It's like, when do you throw those away if you can't make any other words? I don't know. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Have a great week. Bye.